Feature winner, that is Randy Ryan in the 60 car out of Orwell, Vermont, the Flying Ryan Auto Body Machine. And starting shotgun, car number 44D from Hydeville, Vermont, that is Wild Willie Bill Dupree, the 52-time Super Stock winner and 4-time champion. Want to remind everybody that alcohol is allowed only in Section 1 in the grandstands. If you are seen anywhere else on the property with alcohol, you will be removed from the premises, so please adhere to that rule. Alcohol is BYOB only in the Turn 1 grandstands or in the infield. Please don't abuse that rule or we'll take it away. And we would also appreciate everybody in the top row of the grandstands to stay on your butts if possible to help out our friends at the Bobco Racing Videos. Limited Sportsman Division, ready to go for 25 laps. Chief starter Bobby Bigelow shuts the caution lights down. He's got the clenched green flag in hand, and we will be racing when they come back to state. Scott Fitzgerald and Joey Vendetti, Evan Roberts and Anthony Ryan, Larry Gallipo and Austin Combs, your top 10. Some very new drivers, some very experienced drivers. Some at the younger end of the age spectrum and several at the higher end of the age spectrum. This division has a little bit of everything, and we are ready to roll, ready to ramble for 25 laps for the O'Reilly Limiteds. Here they come off turn number 4. We are green. 4 wide already. Nobody is waiting. They barrel into turn number 1, and it's Jeff White 3 wide behind him. Dakota Green on the inside in the 69, Craig Hooley in the middle in the 98, and Sean Phelps upstairs in the 18 car. It all sugars off. Cody O'Brien with a handful of steering wheel brings the 27 car back onto the racetrack. Jeff White in the 136. Showing the way so far early in this one. Dakota Green rides in second spot. Craig Hooley is third in the 98. And we've got problems over in turn 4. Larry Gallipo's around. Gallipo in the 24 car. Got turned around from behind and everybody scattered to avoid him. He kept the car down on the inside wall and luckily avoided damage. Or at least avoided being contacted by any other cars. I'm not sure if he... And we've got problems over in turn 4. 24 remaining, and we are ready to go back racing. Jeff White, the leader in the 136 with only 1 lap complete. Dakota Green on the outside. Take 1 on the field as the lights come up. Craig Hooley and Sean Phelps will be row number 2 for the restart. And Hooley pulling out of line. Craig Hooley in the 98 car in third spot. In trouble on the front stretch here under yellow. Craig Hooley trying to refire the 98. And there's big time driveline issues on the Mohawk Chevrolet number 98. What a tough break for Craig Hooley. So we'll try it again. Jeff White and Dakota Green will lead him off turn number 4. They fire in the restart zone. Here comes Joey Venditti on the inside of the 29. Venditti, the youngster, on the bottom trying to catch the leader sleeping. 3 wide, almost 4 wide momentarily in turn number 2. Keep your eye on the 5 of Scott Fitzgerald, the 18 of Sean Phelps. Austin Combs dives right up the middle in the 51 car. He wants out of that mess in a hurry. Combs comes down across the track and body slams the 50X of Evan Roberts. Austin Combs bouncing around like a ping pong ball out there for a moment. Jeff White in the 136 shows the way. Venditti is second. Green is third. Anthony Ryan in the 211 rides in fourth spot. And it's a Donnybrook from there on out. The 51 is Austin Combs in fifth place. But he's got Scott Fitzgerald all over him in the 5 car. Here comes Fitzgerald on the outside. Uncle Melvin Pearson in the 33 is right there with him. Then Evan Roberts, Troy Audette, and Bob Kilburn in the top 10. We've got yellow. 1 car stopped over in turn number 1. It appears to be the Steve Pope machine. Car number 92 for Steve Pope. Scott Fitzgerald will restart 6th. Melvin Pearson, Evan Roberts, A.J. Munger, and Troy Audette, your top 10, with 3 laps on the board, 22 remain. In the restart zone, they fire. We're green, and Joey Venditti will lead him off into turn 1 by half a car length. Jeff White in the 136 got caught with his pants down, and Joey Venditti is the new leader. White back to second. Anthony Ryan battling with him on the outside lane. White down on the bottom, trying to hold off Ryan. He'll do so this time off turn number 2. Austin Combs in the 51. Dakota Green in the 69 and Scott Fitzgerald in the 5. White slipped up in turn 2 that time, and that'll bring Anthony Ryan right alongside. Ryan dives deep into the south end over in turn 3. White downstairs in the 136 trying to hold him off. Comes up the racetrack. Ryan will outdrive him off turn number 4. Anthony Ryan in second spot. Now he'll set sail for Joey Venditti, and he's got a long gap to make up already. Venditti, the youngster, with a big lead in the 29. Finished third on opening night, struggled last week, but he is leading with 6 laps on the board right now. Good action all the way through the field right now. The first battle on track is for 5th spot. Scott Fitzgerald in the 5 and the 69 of Dakota Green. Here comes Melvin Pearson in the 33. Evan Roberts trying to get in the mix in the 50X. Troy Audette up from the mini sprints in the 13 car now. And Bob Kilburn in the 77J. Really good stuff in the back half of the top 10 for the Limiteds. Melvin Pearson in the 33, all over the back end of the 69 of Dakota Green. Meanwhile, up front, Joey Venditti has seen his gap back to Anthony Ryan decrease by half. Ryan in the 211 reeling in the leader little by little. Battle for 3rd place now shaping up. Austin Combs in the 51. Last week's winner trying to enter the podium right now as he battles with Jeff White. White down on the inside, bobbles in turn 4. Big time move by Austin Combs to cross it over off turn 4. That could have been a disaster. Nice piece of driving by White to regain control, and an even more heads-up piece of driving by Austin Combs in the 51. Combs in 3rd place. Now he'll try to track down the leaders. Ryan has given up some of the gap that he had decreased from Joey Venditti. Venditti with a bigger advantage right now. Yellow flag. Josh Busno in trouble. Busno in trouble in turn number 2, and now they're wrecking under yellow. Larry Gallipo in the 24 bounced off the wall under yellow over in turn number 4. The yellow flag was for the 2X coming around right now. You see he's got, there's something big time going wrong on the back end of the Morton Buildings 2X for Josh Busno, and he'll go to pit road. Broken shock or something. The rear end is out of whack on the 2X. As he's 4th in points, was 2nd on opening night. Jeff White and Austin Combs in row number 2. Scott Fitzgerald and Dakota Green in row 3. Melvin Pearson, Evan Roberts, Troy Audette, and Santa Bob Kilburn in the top 10 in the 77J. Here we go. Venditti again on the restart with a great jump. Joey Venditti in the 29 car. Out already to a 3-car length advantage, but here comes the 51 of Austin Combs. Keep your eye on the Goodrow Lumber, number 51. They're banging Nerf bars in 3 and 4. Austin Combs and Anthony Ryan, no love lost there. Ryan trying to regroup, slipped up that time off turn number 2, and that'll cost both him and Austin Combs a little bit of a run at the leader. Venditti settling into a line up front in the 29 car. Ryan and Combs will have to regroup now. Dakota Green in the 69. Look at this, another country heard from. Dakota Green, by far the best run he's ever had in a modified. Up to third place, just past last week's winner. Dakota Green is on the move in the Whipplebrook Trucking number 69 car. Combs fought back and took the position away. Here comes Evan Roberts now to challenge Dakota Green. Good back and forth battle through the top 10 right now in a lot of different positions. Cross flags from Bobby Bigelow indicate halfway, 13 down, 12 remaining for Venditti. Joey Venditti opening up another 8-car length advantage over Anthony Ryan, and it's sugared off into single file mode. Anthony Ryan's in trouble. The 211 car up out of the groove. Ryan totally missed the corner. Anthony Ryan completely missed the entry on turn number 3. That'll cost him the second spot. Austin Combs up to third, but it is a whole straightaway to the leader. And Combs trying to go 2 for 2. Or back-to-back wins, I should say, has got a lot of racetrack to make up if he wants to tackle Joey Venditti, and he's only got 10 laps to get there. Anthony Ryan back in the third spot. Dakota Green is fourth. Evan Roberts, your top 5. Then Melvin Pearson with his best run in a modified so far in the 33. He'll be 6th place for the moment. Jeff White is 7th, 8th place to Troy Audette. Make it Scott Fitzgerald. No, make it Troy Audette. Good back and forth battle there as well. Bob Kilburn rounding out the top 10 in the 77J. Audette on the move in this 13 car as he goes to work on Jeff White. That is for the number 7 position on the racetrack right now. Battle for 2nd place developing as well between Anthony Ryan in the 211 and the 51 of Austin Combs. Combs has the spot. Ryan wants to take it away, and meanwhile, Venditti has set sail. He is long gone up front in the 29 car. Nobody's got anything for Joey Venditti right now in the 29. Troy Audette in the 13, battling with the 33 of Melvin Pearson. That's for the number 6 and 7 positions on the racetrack right now. Each one would be a career best for either driver in a modified. Audette was Rookie of the Year in the mini sprints last year and had a feature win on the Vermont 200 weekend. Melvin Pearson, a multi-time champion in the Coupe division at Bear Ridge Speedway. They're going at it hot and heavy. Just in front of them, the youngsters go at it with Dakota Green and Evan Roberts, and they're both catching Anthony Ryan and Austin Combs. You're about to have a 4-car battle for the number 2 spot here. With 5 laps to go, Venditti is long gone, although he may encounter lap traffic before this is over. Austin Combs a full straightaway back in second. Anthony Ryan, Dakota Green, and Evan Roberts, your top 5. And Ryan once again missed the corner. He's sideways in front of the field. The 211 is out to lunch right now. Dakota Green up to second, a third spot. Austin Combs in second and pulling away. Dakota Green in the 69 had to avoid the 211. Ryan's got trouble on that JPW accounting car. Evan Roberts into 4th spot in the 50X. Ryan just trying to hang on to it right now. Melvin Pearson, Troy Audette all over him. 2 laps to go coming up this time. 2 to go for the 29. As Joey Venditti is into the heavy lap traffic. He's gotten by Joe Kemp. He'll try to get by Sean Phelps. 2 to go for Venditti. Austin Combs in second. Dakota Green, absolutely a career best run in 3rd place right now. Anthony Ryan still fighting that 211 car as it dives off the corners down the front stretch to the inside lane. White flag flying for the leader. Joey Venditti is a half a lap away from his first win at Devil's Bowl. Austin Combs and Dakota Green in a great battle for 2nd spot. Green is all over Combs, last week's winner. Dakota Green, the darling of the limited sportsman tonight. Checkered flag, first career win on Vermont soil for Joey Venditti out of Scotia, New York in the 29. He is your feature winner for the O'Reilly Limiteds. Austin Combs will be second, third by half a car length. Dakota Green, Evan Roberts will be 4th, and Troy Audette out of nowhere to come home in 5th place in the 13. Another great run for the limited sportsman division. And Joey Venditti put a little insurance lap down just to be sure that he got it. An outstanding run for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Limited Sportsman. We've got a first-time Devil's Bowl winner with Joey Venditti out of Scotia.